All right, let's get started building your Instagram account. So, your very first Instagram page. So, before you start thinking about what your account name or account username is going to be, you really need to have an idea of a couple of things. So, number one is we can just come over here and I'm just going to come over here and grab this right here. How about this? Okay, cool. So, a couple of things you need to have out of the gate. Number one, you need to know what kind of niche that you're going to be in, right? That's obviously important. Number two, you're also going to need to know what type of page you're going to have. Are you going to have a meme page? You're going to have a personalized page, a brand page? Like, these are just things that, you need to know out of the gate. That way you don't really waste your time. And obviously, the next thing that you really need to focus on is, I guess you could say, how do you want to be represented? Okay, so here is an example of a bad, I guess you could say a bad Instagram name. All right, so cool watches 1234, right? Or underscore 1234, right? Good would be something like Epic Watches or Epic dot watches, right? So understanding how to make a good username is going to be always very, very important. And we're going to talk more about this, I believe, later on in the course. But you're also going to have, I guess we should just real quickly put right here, usernames. But your account name as well. So listen, you're going to learn a lot about this, and I think that a lot of people get these two things really confused, and it's super, super important, okay? Your username is really how people are going to find you on Instagram, all right? So this is how people look you up. Essentially, your username is what people are going to be searching for, and if you understand how to create cool usernames and what types of usernames are going to work the best on Instagram, then you can build an Instagram account that goes more viral and gets a lot more free traffic. Now, your account name, okay? Your account name is what? I guess you could say your professional representation. Now, what I mean by that is your professional representation would be like your brand name. So let's just say that you are a watch company, okay? And you're selling watches in a physical store, or you're just selling them online. But your brand name is something like we could say Jay's Jewelry, right? So your username could be Epic Watches, because that's going to be very appealing to people, opposed to Jay's Jewelry. But then you can have your account name show up as Jay's Watches. And I'll show you what that looks like here in just a minute. And using both of these properly is very, very important. Okay, so let's go to my iPhone real fast. Okay, so right now we are looking at one of my Instagram accounts. Now this is the account for rings, okay? And essentially, it's just a niche, micro niche page that specifically, we want everything about this page to be rings, okay? Now, you're going to notice up here at the top where you see the red dot with the 7. That is my username, right? That is what people will find that's what people will look up to find me. That's what people will tap or type in when they want to tag me in something, or they want to @, me or direct message me. That is like my main, I guess you could say, that is the main name of my Instagram, is rings. But over here, under my profile photo, where you see it says rings again, that is actually, I guess you could say, your account name, right? So your username is rings. Your account name is also, in this case, rings. But you can change that by hitting edit profile. And when you hit edit profile, you're going to notice that there is a name and a username. Now the username, and I don't ever I don't want to mess with my username because as you'll learn later, these are very, very hard to come by if you get a really good name. You don't ever want to risk losing it or changing it. And Rings is a like awesome name to have. So very, very valuable name here because it's a generic name, right? Rings is going to show up in searches very easily about jewelry. But the name of my business might be something completely different. And this you can change all you want. So, down here, what I like to do is put little emojis by my usernames to make them stand out. I'm sorry, by my name to stand out. Now, this is on a micro niche page. So if you were, let's just say, for example, you'll notice that King Bach here, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, and then LeBron James. Look at their usernames. So this first guy goes by King Bach, but you'll notice under it, it says Andrew Bachelor. King Bach is his username, and Andrew Bachelor is the name he has on his account as his personal name. LeBron James, the greatest basketball player of all time, in my opinion, he has the username King James, but then it says LeBron. So if I click on, let's say, LeBron James here, you're going to see up at the top by the blue check, that's his username. That's how people are going to @ him, direct message him, speak to him in comments. But he wants everybody to know, hey, I'm LeBron James. Same thing goes with this guy right here. His username is King Bach. That's kind of his handle. But he wants people to know his real name is Andrew Bachelor, right? So influencers, like personal influencers, typically will have like a random username, but then their real name right there. All right, so for businesses like mine with Rings, here's what I like to do. All right, so when I type in Rings, you're going to see I show up at the top. And you're going to notice in all lowercase it says Rings, but then under it, it says Rings and it's got the little emoji, right? So the cool thing about your username versus your account name is that with your account name, you can use these little hacks, if you will, to get noticed before somebody else. And you'll see that other smart people are actually doing this, like Armin's Jewelry right here has the little ring emoji in his account name as well. And as I scroll down, you'll see Palace Rings has the little heart and princess emoji over there. So the smart businesses on Instagram that know what they're doing will do that, because think about it. Somebody comes and they're searching for rings, or they're searching for your niche, your interest, right? And they type in Rings right here. And they start scrolling down. What are you going to notice first? Are you going to notice the one with the little emoji of the ring next to it? Or are you going to notice these right here that are in the list of just a bunch of usernames as I scroll down, right? So the one thing that I want you to note is that your username, while very, very important, right? You can't really put emojis in it or hashtags in it to get people's attention. It's just all lowercase, whatever it is. But you can use your account name for these niche and micro niche pages. Right here where it says Rings with the little emoji right there, you can put emojis there to really stand out in the searches. For example, let's type in bracelets, another page of mine. And you'll notice at the top, bracelet shows up with the little diamond emoji. But look at all these other ones, right? So they don't even have epic names, right? Like you've got Rastaclat bracelets down here with the blue check mark. Bracelets.by_Abby. But you can see she was smart and she put the little stars by bracelets for sale. So this is a great little strategy right here that they used. So their username is bracelets.by_Abby. You can see that at the top. But you'll also notice that in stars it says bracelets for sale. So they're actually utilizing their account name as a place for a call to action to let you know that if you're looking for bracelets in Instagram, remember, this is a search engine. Instead of just saying my name is Andrew or my name is Jessica or my name is Abby, they're using it to say bracelets for sale. And so you, once again, look, friendship bracelets with butterflies. You're going to see the smart marketers using this, because if you use this strategy like Ice bracelets, Clarissa bracelets right here, this is what's going to get you noticed in a Invenit list of additional accounts that come up in the same niche, right? So how do we do this? How do we change this? Once again, you come over here to your profile. You simply click on edit profile, right, on your mobile phone. Then you have name and username. Do not ever change your username. If you've got the username that you want, I'm going to forewarn you right now, if you got a good username like I do with Rings, there are people waiting to jack it. As soon as you change your username, it's gone and it's available for somebody else to take advantage of. It's available for somebody else to take if you let it go. So if you got a username that you want, never, ever, ever, ever change it. So do not mix up your name with your username. I know a lot of people that have made this mistake and they've lost their usernames because they mixed up what their account name is versus their username. So you want to always, a great identifier is your username will always be in all lowercase right here, okay? All right, so definitely never mess with that. And then up here at the top where it says Rings, you can come over here and you could, if you wanted to, put like a diamond in here and a heart, right? So check this out. Done. And now you'll notice up here the diamond, the heart, and the little picture, all that good stuff. So watch this. Now, when somebody comes and searches for Rings on Instagram, right, it's going to pull up my account and you're going to see multiple emojis, right? And so I could also come over here under this account and I could say something like hashtag, all right, jewelry. I could say, I misspelled that. I could also do hashtag rings like this. I could also do like hashtag, let's just say, diamonds. And we can put all sorts of little things in here to really just kind of break it up. Watch what happens. Done. Boom. All right, so now you notice up here it says rings. So if you have different categories of rings, like maybe you want to say rose gold, you want to say white gold, yellow gold. Maybe you want to let people know that you have a sale or something like that. You can use this username section, this account name section right here to show people in the search other additional details about your business. So once again, we type in rings, scroll down, and now you're going to see this really, really long line of rings, hashtag diamonds, right? I could come over here, hit edit, and we could say rings, and we could say 50% off. Let's put our emoji here. Boom. With some money, okay? Done. Boom. So now when people are searching and they're looking for a place to buy rings from, whatever it is, you'll notice that as I scroll down over here, it says rings 50% off. So remember, your account name doesn't have to be your personal name. You can use this additional section of your profile to put a sales pitch or other defining factors about your business, and it'll bold it at the top of your profile, and it'll also show up in the search. Now, later on in this training, you're going to learn a lot about the power of a username and SEO hacks that you can use with Instagram, doing everything with your username. All right, so you're going to get to that later. I'm going to go back and I'm just going to change this to what I originally had it as. And once again, you'll see that less than 10% of people on Instagram are using this strategy, but this strategy gets you noticed. This strategy is going to get more people from discovery in the search bar, clicking on your profile, noticing you in an ever-growing list of other similar profiles, and it's going to get you more free traffic. So remember, your username is the actual like identifier of your account, and the account name is just what you want to be known as, right? So your personal name, or you can use it as a spot to put emojis and other additional details about your business. So in the search, people can learn a little bit more about you than just what your username is. Because a lot of companies may not get, let's say you want to sell rings, but you can't get that username because I got it, right? Maybe you come up with something else a little bit different, right? And so you have that extra space under your account name to put additional details to really tell people who your business is, right? Okay, so that's it for this video. Make sure that you get an epic username. Make sure that you use the emoji strategy or the sales pitch or CTA, call to action strategy, under your account name. And I promise you, it will do wonders for your Instagram growth, and it'll really help you stand out from all the competition in any niche or micro niche. All right, so that's it. I'll see you on the next video.